somewhat post-surgery. See, I'm naturally awake at night. I found that when I tried to stream during the day, because I tried to correct my sleep disorder by being awake during the day, like having a reason to be up, and I found that all it did was cause me to sleep in and miss streams, which was frustrating because in my early days of streaming, I was trying to obviously like get into the habit of it, build a community, all those sorts of things, right? And missing random days throughout the week or being late, like this whole week, I've been falling asleep later than normal and waking up right before stream. So I've been late starting every day this week. And next week I'm not streaming at all because I have next week off, right? So I'm like, this isn't a good pattern for me, but I know it's because we're in spring now and spring is a little bit brighter and it takes me a bit longer to fall asleep because my brain's like, oh, it's bright out. And I'm like, calm down. I'm aware of this, you know? But yeah, once I get used to like the change of weather and kind of get more into the habit and stuff, especially like next week, I'll have time to rest more. So I should be able to fix that up and go back to like my normal kind of schedule. But I'm usually awake from like anywhere from like 4 p.m. until like 9 a.m. kind of thing, give or take. Like sometimes I'm not awake before stream for very long. Sometimes I'm not awake after stream for very long. But I'm always at least around till about like 6, 7 a.m. because like by the time I finish editing and uploading to YouTube and like, I don't know, interacting with my community and stuff like that through comments and Discord and other places and whatever, like it can take a bit. But the thing too is I also record everything as well. So like documentation wise and stuff, like after the stream I'll write down like what I did in the game, like footnotes, like key points to the thing, and then they'll help me know next time I play the game what it is that I've got to do, what it was that I was doing, stuff like that. So it helps me week to week to more fluently play my games. The other thing, sorry, my voice is like going, I just need to mute to cough. Yeah, this is exactly the thing. It's like, this is Friday. So this is by like Friday. I normally stream for 4 hours a night. There's nothing I can do about this at this point. It's just how it sounds. But like I wanted to stream a couple of extra hours this week. So I streamed extra on Tuesday and I want to stream till 3 tonight because I won't get to play anything next week. And I really want to like, I want to have a little bit more time and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it just depends. Like, if you want to stream, you can try streaming. If you, like, the thing is, like, you may not necessarily enjoy it. Like, I've known streamers that have streamed and they don't enjoy people coming and trying to talk to them. They don't enjoy random strangers, like, inserting their opinion at random times during the game. Like, they'll just, like, get somebody pop in at some point and say or do something and it annoys them or disrupts them or spooks them or like they're non-observant of like chatters because like they haven't had somebody chat for a while or nobody's chatted, and so when somebody does chat sometimes they'll miss it. And then, you know, you got to also deal with like the psychological side of that as well, of like, you know, are you okay to have somebody come in and potentially insult every little thing that you've done or will do, or like if you have a camera, you personally, because some people just do that. There's also like the psychological side of like, if you're a small streamer, and I also get this with YouTube as well, when I had like 300 to 700 followers, subscribers or whatever on YouTube, I found that and on Twitch having like less than 100 or so, you get like people going out of their way to kind of harass you when you're very, very early to stream. And it's weird because like nobody mentions that, because once you get past like a certain number, people either like stop or it becomes less common, or perhaps you build like a community that like doesn't foster that to just like come in out of nowhere. So there's some like really weird like little like side quest shit that happens in streaming like that. I'm just going to put down a peeling station and get this lifted up. I'm just going to get everything set to being mine, so that my people might actually like lift stuff up. But I want to hunt a couple of animals and stuff because all the people here can do hunting. So I'll set them up to get peeling. Not my animals, I want wildlife. Let's go hunting these people. I've got new lovers. Somebody's become a couple, which means one less bedding crisis. Legrand and Esme and now want to sleep together because he told her a story about caves. Okay. Whatever works for you. Yeah, no, that's good. That's one less bed set that I need. Warm clothes. Look, we don't have warm clothes here. This is a first come, first serve. If you got tattered gear, go find yourself some clothes. Like, we're making what we can. There's like one squirrel, I can get that peeled, but we'll have like fuck bugger all from that. I have like a very weird way of like referring to like, you know, getting leathers in this game. But once everybody's had a snooze, we'll hopefully sort out this. What else? You know, the other thing too is also depends on how you feel after like your surgery and stuff. Because yeah, I actually went through, so I've got Crohn's disease and I've got like a few other health conditions and shit too. And I think we're about to get smacked with an ad as well, unfortunately. So hopefully you don't end up like getting the smack of ads, because like I know I'm like in the process of like answering a question and shit. But so I have Crohn's too. Nice. Not nice, but you know, nice to meet a fellow Crohn's sufferer, I guess. But yeah, my Crohn's nearly killed me a few years ago, and I had to like learn to recover from that, and I've gone through like a lot with it all and stuff, and I'm currently at the most stable point I've been in over a decade, and I'm able to start eating some meats and stuff again. Because like basically when my Crohn's started, I was completely unable to eat like meat, like regular meats and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of other foods. Gluten sensitivity started, a lactose intolerance started, and I had like an intolerance kind of thing to being able to eat certain meats because it'd make me really, really sick. So yeah, I kind of went through not all of this stuff, but like I went through like the thick of changing medicines and stuff during the early stages of my streaming. So I had like a few months where I couldn't stream because I was like literally incapacitated by the medicines that I was taking, or I felt disconnected from reality because of the medicines. So that was also interesting. That was something. You guys are supposed to be removing the roofs here, guys. I need them gone before I can pull down the walls. I need that. Else. I will catch up to the previous messages. Just I will just mention that. I will go back to them. But yeah, so luckily finally. So I had 2 small bowel resections. The first almost killed me. Second gave me stoma for 3 years, which just recently got reversed. Nice. Like, obviously not nice that you went through that, but like I haven't, like I've had a procedure so far. Had one procedure that saved my life, which I don't really go deep into it. Like I mentioned that like I go into nitty gritty. Like if you guys want to hear like a lot of information, I'm pretty sure it's on the what is it? The Nightmare Finding the Herodric Staff Diablo 2 video on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on that one because like a lot of people have watched it and commented about thanks for sharing and stuff, but man, I go into some fucking heavy details in there. But yeah, every so often like I go into like my condition and what it's like and this and that kind of thing, and yeah, it's different for every single person that's got Crohn's. It's a bit different for everybody, I should say. It's not like 100% different, but it's different things affect different people kind of thing, you know. Mine was mostly food. Mine was mostly triggered by stress. So the more stressed I am, the more sick I am, stuff like that. Yeah, kind of sucks, but I've mostly I've mostly managed my stress by like, I'm no longer at an incredibly stressful job. I'm no longer around toxic people. I cut a lot of my family out of my life. I live a mostly stress-free life kind of thing. Like, not entirely, like I still have like financial stress. That's the thing that I constantly deal with as like self-employed streamer, content creator and stuff, but not much I can do about that. I'm awake at night. There's not a lot of opportunities that kind of like work for nighttime. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. No, is that just here? Hold on. If that's only here, no, it's here too. Yeah, no. I'm not taking that one on. Not while... I'll take on like a psychic drone, but I'm not taking on a high psychic drone. Like, that can fuck right off. I would much rather have like a pack of wargs or something come in. Also, if anybody heard like a crunch, that was my neck. Sorry, I had some tension with that. Yeah, what else was there before? I missed some stuff. But much prefer communities that take care of the new streamers rather than shaming them. Yeah, unfortunately, like, if you choose to start streaming and stuff like that, you kind of have to foster your own community kind of thing. So what I sort of mean by that is like, it's up to what you yourself will like be tolerant of. Like, I don't tolerate like teasing, harassment, bullying, hateful behavior, certain topics, stuff like that. Like, that's not something that I tolerate here. Just because, like, I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want my people to have to deal with that, you know? So generally, like, if somebody's like a shit cunt, like, I'll either ban them, a mod will ban them, or like they'll leave. Like, most people generally don't leave on their own accord. Like, if they're kind of being a dick, sometimes people don't notice. But generally speaking, you can generally tell if everybody's kind of like the same, similar type of people in a community. You can sort of tell where you sort of fit and stuff. Work Frenzy. What else? RimWorld 7 Days to Die. Is that PZ? In fact, they're not all communities. Yeah, PUBG. Communities where the average age maturity is way higher, I find. Lots of middle-aged or at least well-adjusted people. That's the other thing too, is I play a lot of games that are like 20 plus years old. A lot of the games I play are like older stuff, like Unreal Tournament from like 99 and like Warcraft, Need for Speed Underground 2, Doom Eternal. Like, not all of them are old games, but the community comes from the older era kind of thing, like the more less online community kind of thing. Like, we're online, but like, we understand, like, you know, things like World of Warcraft kind of like community online behavior sort of stuff. Like, you know how to like treat your fellow person kind of thing. So yeah, I say not everybody has a metagame everything. Yeah, I definitely don't do metagaming here. So I don't know, I just like to experience the game in most cases. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, games can be played however, and so many people are playing to be like the best and the fastest and whatever, and I legit don't care. I'm like, as long as I'm having fun, if I'm having fun and everybody's enjoying what they're watching, it doesn't really matter. The other thing too is I find that I tend to inspire, like accidentally inspire people, motivate people to like go back and actually play games for fun and go back and play games they haven't played in like 10 years for fun and stuff, you know? It's got a game, not a job after all. Lol. Play a lot of Team Fortress 2. We're playing subbed optimally is encouraged rather than shamed. That's a good way to go about it. Like, that's the other thing too, because like some communities, like for instance, a lot of Call of Duty, Warzone, stuff like that is generally pretty hostile and toxic, because like you, even if you've got like a day job and stuff like that, or studies or whatever, you come home and you want to have like some fucking relaxation time, you're up against people that could have been playing all damn day, all damn night, and they literally are just gonna like rip through you while you're trying to enjoy your like chill time, you know, and that shit's not fun. Like, that's part of like why Rust doesn't interest me, is because like all I know about it is like it's a generally hostile kind of game. So like anything that has a well-known hostile community, I'm not really interested in, because I'm like, it's not something that interests me. Like, I am also somebody that like, if I die, like I die a lot in games, but the thing is, if I die, I'm like, okay, that happened, let's go again, kind of thing. Like, I legit don't care. Like, if I die in PUBG or Diablo, I'm having a conversation, I'm enjoying myself, and whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be like, even if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing at the time, or I'm dying a lot, like, I don't get upset about it. I'm just like, oh, that's a shame. Let's go start again, kind of thing. Like, it's fun to just keep playing, kind of thing. I don't know. It's one of those mentalities I feel is a little bit lost to time, unfortunately. All the clusters are part of the royalty, but one of the threat types of permanent structures, mechs, turrets, and stuff. Grenades are the only safe way to destroy them without having a chain reaction of all buildings exploding and killing your colonists. Oh yeah, the clusters. Yeah, no. Right. Yeah, that is one of the DLCs, because they added something to the attack things here. It's like some kind of rocket barrage thing, and I haven't used it either. Consistency is super important for retention, I get that. Well, that's the other thing too, is like, I have changed my time from like daytime to nighttime streaming, right? And so everybody that I kind of like fostered into my community originally, probably the first 50 to 100 people, like, I didn't really lose everybody when I changed my time. I expected to lose everyone, because I literally flipped my stream time by like 12 hours, right? So I went from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I kind of was expecting nobody to keep turning up, but there's a few people that still do, that are from way back then. Like Viking Wolf is one of them. He's from like way back in like the original sort of pack. And I think the thing is, like, it works in a different kind of way. It might not be when they're getting up, or it might not be when they're getting home to relax. It's just the opposite. And I kind of always kind of wanted my content, my streams and my YouTube videos and stuff like that to be something that somebody wants to have just playing in the background while they're getting ready, or going about like doing some chores, or cooking some dinner, or having some lunch, or something like that. Just, you know, for like the comfort of having something in the background. That's what I always sort of hope for. So it's always nice when people are here and chatting and stuff like that, but I don't ever expect anybody to actively be talking or lurking or whatever. Like, you come and go as you need to, kind of thing. I see you, Triantha. What are you flying away with? You fucking ascending to godship in here, are you? Your raccooniness. Our Chaos Senpai. Fucking Triantha. You guys still alive. He's still fine. He's still good. Was that inspired Taming Fuentes? Nice. If anything I'm talking about gets too uncomfortable, sorry by the way. It's not every day I meet somebody who has experiences with my condition. No, it's fine. So funny on something supposedly works called Adam. I can't say the word. I can't say it because I can't figure out how to say it, not because I can't say it. Yeah, no, look, health stuff is fine. Like, I can't be on the regular form of the Crohn's medicine because I'm allergic to the main ingredients in it. And I had one of my doctors prescribe me it originally, even though he's like, oh, it's a cousin to that specific chemical or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, you won't have any reaction to it. Anyway, I was like, kind of like, you know, slowly going through anaphylaxis with that one. That was fantastic. That was a great explanation to like doctors and nurses and fucking chemists and all sorts of shit. It's like, yeah, no, it's apparently close enough of a cousin. It's one of those first cousins, not the kissing cousins kind. Oh man. Yeah, no, it's just, I have to be careful with shit, you know, because like, it's just underground. Are you guys going to remove the roofs or what? Because yeah, I don't know. Eventually, eventually, like, at the rate I'm going at the moment, because like I said, I'm in pretty good health condition. So I had like 10 years of being unmanaged where I had a specialist for my Crohn's. I saw him once or twice. He got me fixed up. He did the procedure and all that stuff. I saw him for aftercare, and then he died. He literally just dropped dead in his office one day. And so I kind of fell through the cracks because I was so new a patient. He hadn't put me in the system yet. And so when they transferred all the patients to the new doctor, his new choice specialist that he had as a backup for in case he died, yeah, I wasn't referred because I was never in their system yet. So what basically happened is I ended up going without any additional like medical care for like a decade, and I was just basically like self-managed, learnt what triggers my condition myself. I did have medicine. I had the medicine that he had originally prescribed me, but that was all that I had. I kind of just dealt with that for ages until I started, something happened. For some reason, I think I had a conversation with my doctor about my medicine or something, and he's like, yeah, no, you need to be seen by a specialist or something. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have one. He died. And he's like, oh, so now I'm managed by a hospital. So basically every 3 months I was going to this hospital and I get tests done, and a couple of times, I think yearly or a couple of times a year, I had to do like the whole colonoscopy, endoscopy, all those sort of tests, MRIs, CT scans, everything basically, just to kind of like check how I was doing. And I hated it because like it's awful. So basically like the first year of my streaming career basically has been like me going through all that shit and just like my health going up and down. They also put me on another medicine for like 6 months, or not, well, I was supposed to be on it for 6 months actually, sorry. I was only on it for probably a month or two because it almost put me into a coma. I was sleeping up to like 20 hours a day, and I was barely able to like wake up and function. Like in the space of like 4 hours, I'd have to eat and like shower and change and bathroom and go back to sleep, and I wasn't getting enough food or water, and it was really, really bad. So I ended up speaking to the doctors and stuff, and I'm like, look, this is basically got me unconscious. When I am awake, I feel so like out of it. I feel so fucking woozy and drugged. Like I can't focus, I can't think. That is how Nito died. That's how my previous colony came to not exist anymore. Is that was in the thick of that. And I just couldn't handle them. And Asora started not long after I got on my new medicine, or around about the time I was about to be on my new medicine. So Asora has been very lucky because of that. Like unfortunately sort of thing. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting like year or so. And streaming has been all kinds of like its own stress and kettle of fish and stuff, because sometimes I've had to like change everything in the drop of the hat. Like when I added my avatar, I spent hours drawing her. When I had to change from Twitch Studio to Streamlabs, I had to learn a whole new program and set it up and calibrate it and all that stuff. And the thing with streaming is there's nobody to teach you. Like there's YouTube videos, there's tutorials, there's webpage and stuff, but you don't have a senior colleague, you don't have like a co-worker or like mentor, or you know, somebody that you can like look up to and ask questions and stuff. So it's very, very challenging at times. But yeah, I don't know, I do well with like researching and shit, but it has also like dipped my health a few times because like I'm just exhausted some days working on so much stuff. Like I didn't know how to do editing. I didn't know how to do streaming. I'd never watched anybody stream before. I'd never edited a video. I'd never done any kind of like digital kind of stuff before streaming, really. I just played games. That's all I really did. I played games and I worked in computers like ages ago, but that's it. And I just figured if people that didn't work in like IT categories could figure out how to do this shit, I could figure out how to do this shit. You know, that's all the motivation I needed for it. It's a thing I took. Oh, no, I read that. For me, it's stress, anxiety, veggie spice that triggers it. Oh yeah. Well, spice was a problem for me too, but I love spicy stuff. So now I eat 2 times fire noodles every day. You know, the 2 times, like the fire noodle challenge thing. Yeah, I eat those every single day. I fuck bugger all eat. Like, I eat those and maybe like a piece of fruit or something. That's my whole day's worth of food in one hit. I don't really eat. But then again, like, anybody that's got Crohn's will understand when I say sometimes eating is painful and sometimes it's more comfortable not to eat than it is to eat. So I know that sounds like a whole like psychological health thing. Please don't jump on me about that. Anybody that's got Crohn's will understand when I say that, right? But I am fine. I'm managed by hospitals. I do regular tests. I am quite healthy. I'm okay. Just to let you know. Yeah, what was... I missed something else there. Look, Crunch juice. Oh, Crunch was a juice bottle. No, that was just my neck. That's fine. I missed something else there. Caffeine, which is a shame though, because I do have it pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressively. Yeah, I don't have much caffeine either, but caffeine does like irritate my stomach too. So I swapped to energy drinks instead, because they do have caffeine, but they don't irritate my stomach the way coffee does. But it also depends on what I need when I need it and stuff, because like I can process the sugars pretty good for energy, like long-term energy, in the same way like caffeine does. But I'm lucky in that sense. Like, not everybody can kind of do that. I don't know. I generally don't get like sugary jittery or anything like that. Mind you, I made mulberry jam like this month, and the only thing I can honestly say about that is that apparently it has enough sugar. It's got enough sugar in it that apparently I had a lot of energy spare, because I made self-jamming mulberry cupcakes. I had so much energy, I basically set poor Viking on fire, patting him. It was great. Poor Viking though, he's fine. He's totally fine. Let's see what else. PC is Project Zomboid, another one of those survival games with a lot of chill downtime. So yeah, I don't have Project Zomboid. I don't mind watching it, but it's the whole like you risk everything on one life and then lose it all and then start again. That kind of bugs me. But then you don't start again in your own body, you start again in some random person. So that's a really weird one. But I like watching what people do with that game. It's good fun. Let's see what else is there. Slightly better adjusted individuals, yes. Well, caravans detected, that's fine. They've still got 3 days. We've still got 3 days to keep like on all the stuff we've got here. And I want the floors. I really, really want the floors more than the wood, but we've got wood now. So what I can do, I can make my little tiny structure that's just going to be right here. And my wood walls be right here. I think I only need 1 for that corner. He's already building it. Fantastic. Way to go, mate. Because as soon as that's available, I'll put a bed and we'll have a prison here, and I can move Hippo over and then I can get the floors. I was going to figure out who's able to do floors, like construction, without breaking shit. Like, you can do them. So I'm going to see if I can find where the fuck the floor option is. There. I want the steel. That's what I want out of here. Remove the floors, please. What else? I love Rust. When I first played it was in 2013 and 2014, but I thought it would end up being much more like 7 Days to Die rather than it actually became. Still play occasionally with my brother as a private server, but cannot enjoy the ultra competitive gameplay. Yeah, I wish that Rust had it become more like 7 Days to Die, because it looks like a game I would probably really enjoy, right? But all I ever saw with Rust was like these people just being so vile to each other. I was worried about that with Sunken Land when I got and started playing that. I didn't mind playing it, Radma, mate. That's not for you. Yeah, I didn't mind getting to play Sunken Land, but I found Sunken Land was really, really isolating. Because, like, it felt like I was the only person in the world, which I really